Go.
Hey everybody, we're going to try and do some video updates for you for Lowell's Boat Shop. I'm Graham McKay, the Executive Director and sometimes boat builder. And I'm coming to you on, what is this, Wednesday, January, some part of the middle of January, 17th, 19th, something like that. So it's quiet in here right now. Normally we'd be getting ready for our apprentices to come in after school, but because of Omicron, we are on a little bit of a hiatus from that, hoping to pick that up next week. But I'm gonna walk you around and show you what we're working on in the shop. First here, we are building a 16-foot surf dory for Mr. Bauman, Major Sergeant Bauman. Got a couple of planks on, there's 2 more planks to go. I'm just about to fit the 3rd plank over here on the starboard side. This is a pretty typical boat for us. We've got a number of boats going this winter. This is one of our in-house designs built from patterns and notes. I've got the notes in here somewhere. But over here, this is slightly unusual for us. This is a Chamberlain gunning dory, a copy of a boat designed and built by William Chamberlain down in Marblehead. And this is for a customer on Nantucket who I believe is going to actually use it for gunning, which is duck hunting. And it's a little bit finer, narrower bottom than what we normally do. It's being built traditionally, meaning that the bottom is going to get caulked on the outside. No real fiberglass or epoxy in this boat. And it's being built with the exact materials, or as close to the exact materials as Chamberlain would have done. So it's all cedar planked, and these frames here are oak. The only difference here is that these are live oak, which we just so much happen to have because of our project with Plymouth Patuxent doing the shallop. So we had some live oak curves and things left over that we could mill these out of. And the reason we're using that is the grain curves all the way around the side of the boat like that. And one of the features of live oak is that it is strong across the grain. So even where you have grain run out, the wood is still going to be strong. You follow me over here. So we'll see this project in the other room that John's working on, but this is a plank, a new plank replacing an old rotten plank on a boat, an Amesbury skiff that was built here in the 80s. This is one of the major apprentice projects. This is what our senior apprentices are working on. This is a Haven 12.5, a sort of knockoff from a Herreshoff design. And this one here, the apprentices have been working on this for several years now, and it's getting close to being in its final stages. The hope is for this to be launched this spring. We shall see. It would be a lovely thing, but it's getting really close, and now they're just down to finishing details and brass tacks, as they say. Coming into the paint room. The paint room's still the paint room, but it's also a workroom nowadays. One of the few heated spots in the shop. And John here, for those of you who may not know, John's been with us for how long? 6 months. 6 months. The new guy. But he's working on, it's actually my brother-in-law's skiff, but it needed some plank work. It might get a new bottom, but just needs some overall love. So John's starting to peck away at that. This just came in, a painting project, largely. And then over here, this is a brand new Amesbury skiff that is getting ready to go. I have to deliver this down to Washington, D.C. this weekend. I'm meeting a customer from North Carolina. So lots of comings and goings. It's when you're here every day, it's hard to recognize, or not hard, but you don't necessarily recognize how much goes on and how much does come and go on any given day. But boats are constantly shifting around, and we're constantly doing work. So hopefully in a month or two, we can do this again. We can update you on the status of these projects and maybe show you what the apprentices are working on. But come on back here and stay tuned.